Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.
Welcome everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Yeah, man, trusting that everybody is doing well and everybody is doing all right. Big up to all the subscribers. Big up to all the loyal subscribers, loyal viewers of Coach's Desk. Really appreciate it. Yeah, man, you have been here since day one, and really appreciate it. And we just stopped by to tell you thanks. So big up to all the people. As you can see in the topic, Reggae Boys in action. The Reggae Boys who played overseas, they had a pretty decent day today in the EPL. So we're gonna be talking a little bit about that. Yeah, so basically we'll be talking also about the review because probably there's gonna be a game. Reggae Boys, so a game? No? Yeah, but we'll be having a little discussion on the EPL. We made some predictions last evening. And we want to ensure that, we look into the ones that we made. Big up to Fresh God in the building. Big up to people that are on. Please remember to like the video. Yeah, man, like the video, people. The phone line is also open. You can always call, wherever we are. We still have a phone line. You can call in and let your voice be heard, people. Yeah, man. So, drop a like on the video. Drop a call. And, big up to yourself. Big up to Fresh God. Capo in the building. Big up to all the supporters of the Coach's Desk. Yeah, man. Big up on yourself. So, remember to like the video, people. Yeah, man, like up the video. Like up the video. So, all right. So, we have a little clip we want to play. I have a little clip that we want to play. I'll wait the one again. I have it on my phone still, but all right, we have a video we want. I know many persons might see it already. What's on the menu tonight? Derek G, big up yourself. Marshall Mullins, big up yourself. Fresh God in the building. Yeah, man, the topic is in the title, Topic always in the title. Are you late, bro? We're there a long time, man.
Possible as they can, as I said to them, don't come here and just come here because you're a call, talent brought you here. You need to prove to the world that you deserve to be here. And as I said earlier, I think, in terms of tactical preparation, I think they're grasping what we really want them to do. On the offense and the defense, and so far they're doing well. I don't want us to put additional pressure on them because these are local boys who want to prove themselves. So the pressure is on them naturally. So additional pressure, I think we should try our best and keep off them for them to prove themselves. And hopefully, you might never know. People might just see one or two of them and they get international contracts. The most important thing is for the boys to go there and do as best as possible as they can. As I said to them, don't come here and just come here because you're a call. Talent brought you here. You need to prove to the world that you deserve to be here. And as I said earlier, I think, in terms of tactical preparation, I think they're grasping what we really want them to do. On the offense and the defense, and so far they're doing well. I don't want us to put additional pressure on them because these are local boys who want to prove themselves. So the pressure is on them naturally. So additional pressure, I think we should try our best and keep off them for them to prove themselves. And hopefully, you might never know. People might just see one or two of them and they get international contracts. The most important thing is for the.
What are your thoughts, people? What are your thoughts on this video? Talk up, youths. What are your thoughts on this statement by the standing coach? Come on, man. Talk on the mind, man. The coach, what he said, you think it made sense? To be honest, don't care. This is just a shop window for all the team. Johnny Paul, big up yourself. If it was the main team, I would have cared to care. Okay. All right. So it doesn't matter at this moment. So basically, he's saying what persons have been saying. It's like a shop window, giving some youth a ball game and see how best them can capitalize on an opportunity presented to them so that they can, make the team or not make the team. They can make the team going forward as well as striking up a contract. So, in a sense, that's what this is about. And he said that the additional pressure shouldn't be placed on these players because they are already under pressure because they are local players. Big up yourself, Conrad Smith. Actually, big up yourself. You understand? So basically, that's what was said. And I mean, many might not agree, but like Burp said, it is what it is. You know what I mean? And you really can't go around it based off how you feel and sentiments and all of these things. This is just what it is. It's not a FIFA window. Can't get the top players and so forth. So, whatever really can't do any better at this time, at this particular moment. You know what I mean? So, it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, so I'm gonna be dropping the comment the link early. Cause Brook say want forward on, you know. Brook say want come talk up the things them. And the phone line is also open. Actually can call in or him can jump on. Nobody will get to it. So we make sure.
Mirror on my 5-piece Tremont bedroom set, only $9.99.
Make sure I go pin the link. All right, so the link pin. Brook, you can't escape enough. All right. True that. Just hope them not do it for the Argentina game. Yeah, that game that is coming up. I doubt that they will do anything of the sort like that. But I mean, if it is a friendly window in terms of international window, then of course we'll get the best team out there, I believe. And also we hope that going into this new period, then a coach will be decided on, because as it stands at the moment, we don't really have a coach at the moment, and it is sad. So that needs to be looked into. That needs to be sorted out, because if that doesn't sort out, it kind of leaves the players in jeopardy, not knowing who they are going to be working with. A level of uncertainty around the team, which is not good for the players. You know what I mean? So the coaching situation must be sorted out as quickly as possible. Must. Right? It must be sorted out. It can't prolong for too long. Whether we're taking Paul Hall, whether we're getting somebody else, this coaching thing cannot continue as is right now. It is not good for the national team. I'm not sure if they're waiting until the deal is completely on board in terms of the Adidas deal. If they're waiting on that, I mean, what can we do? But at least give us an hint. At least give us, a little idea of who is going to be the coach. Cannot continue like this. Many of the fans, they are really, really looking to the side of Paul Hall. Many like him. Many like his plans, the plans that he set, the 10-year plan. Some people like the plan, but they don't like the part of it with the developmental players. You know what I mean? But at the same time, they are saying at least there's somebody with a plan. At least you can see structure already. At least you can see the team playing a particular brand of football. Yeah? So basically they want that to be sorted out. And the quicker it is sorted out, the better it is. Though the coach can come in, get his team together, his group together, the players that he wants to use to set out in terms of the whole structure of going forward. It would be very, very sad to know that we have to go into another cycle with a level of uncertainty. Remember, this is a region that the games will be played in, So we can't afford to miss up on this one, We can't afford to mess up. It is impossible for us to mess up. We have to sort it out. We have to solve it. Because if we don't, the cycle will continue. And we certainly don't want that. Don't want that. Cannot afford that. That is too expensive. We want the team to qualify. We want the team to qualify for the next World Cup. It's a must. We can't get this big Adidas deal, you know. And relying only on the females to take us to the to the World Cup. You know what I mean? Something have to give, man. Something have to sort out. Mr. Kimo, big up yourself.
Walk on.
And Soje.
There. Long time.
Yeah. Long time we don't see you around here, man. But we know you still watch the thing on a
Still I watch, man. Still I watch.
Man. We know the work going on.
Yeah, man. So walk on, I'm just trying. What the topic?
You know, we are talking about the Reggae Boys, them overseas, what them going with today on the EPL. But before we get into that, we're talking about the team down in Austria. And I was basically ranting on the unavailability of a coach at this moment. I think it's taking for too long. And we don't want to go into a new cycle without the opportunity.
Want to get over this early before the end of the year, right?
Exactly. You want to start out the thing so the coach can get in the core players, whoever he wants to use, so that the thing can sort out and will look like we're in business again.
I believe this thing should have been over with, but it seems like the JFF is indecisive of the decision. But for me, Paul has already been around the team and seemed to be, building some groove with at the end of the campaign and also in the Nations League. I'm not saying he's the man for the job, but as it stands now, we could give him what, 2 years, and if we see improvements from there, we give him another 2 years again. So we have time. At the end of the day, we need the best coach coaching the team, and we need the best players out there as well. All right, there's so many things that happen in this campaign from last year to this year to guide whatever we're planning on doing for 2026. We can't say nothing new happened where we didn't know. A lot of things happen that we can learn from. So I don't think we should go out and make the same mistake again coming for 2026. And I'm actually looking on some key changes, knowing that we're gonna be sponsored by Adidas. I mean, the corporate business people, owners should jump in as it relates to us getting even a better coach, because I don't think that just the JFF getting money from FIFA alone can actually fund or pay for a well-established coach from the international stage. Right. So companies, I'm just using this as an example, companies like Digicel, and Flow, the other big companies, should come in. Because when you look at the English league, in the English league or any other league in Europe, there are a lot of big companies that sponsor these clubs, even the smallest clubs, the clubs that are the mid-table clubs, the clubs that are fighting for relegation, all of them have sponsors. And we are nowhere near that. We're nowhere near that in Jamaica where football is concerned, for both women and men football or the youth.
Yeah, so, definitely.
But as I said, you guys are doing the work. All the bloggers are doing the work, putting out the content about the things that we need to improve on. So, and we have seen improvement though. might not have come fast, but slow improvements.
Yeah, because we have to
It's
give
still
credit
better than
where
none.
credit is due, you know.
Yeah, we have to give credit, of
Yeah,
course.
we see this deal coming as well. You see the coaching upgrade and all of these things. Even though persons might be saying, you know, these upgrades are not the very best.
Yeah.
Quality and the standard that is out there in the world of football. So many people might not be too pleased with something like that. You know what I mean? But
Yes.
in itself, these are steps in the right direction, if you ask me.
So who you think played an integral role in getting this Adidas deal for the JFF? I
It's
wonder if it's the president, Paula. I'm not sure. I've been hearing a few things.
there is this company. I think it's E2 Sport or whatever. I don't remember the name. Don't quote me on the name. But it's a group of personnels, and they are lawyers as well.
Okay.
Created the deal for the JFF.
I think this is a big step because Jamaica itself is a big brand.
Exactly. Big brand.
And if you look at the Ajax team, they have the picture of Bob Marley printed on their jersey. And I'm not sure if Bob Marley is affiliated with Ajax or in anywhere in anyone in Netherlands. I'm not sure.
No,
But
he's not. No, he's not. Them just adapt the Three Birds song as them anthem. He's not.
okay.
Big up to
See?
Brooke. Brooke is online for the first time on the coach's desk.
No,
Yeah,
no, coach. I second time, but we're not gonna talk about the first time.
I second. Oh yeah, use a different name. Okay. Okay, yeah, try be incognito. All right, think of yourself, anyways. So what's it?
Yeah,
I
man.
mean, so much can come from this Adidas deal. So much. A lot of attention will be drawn. I mean, I'm thinking about how the jersey will look. You know, a lot of things. So I think we need the best players out there representing, because we don't want to lose this deal. You understand? We don't want to lose this deal.
And Kimo, when you look at it too, you know, there might be games that will come up because we're hearing about talks of Argentina.
Yes, in September.
So a lot of big games can come out of these things too, you know.
Yeah, because Adidas sponsor Argentina, right? So maybe
Yes,
we will be playing against the Adidas sponsored nation as well. But in I think in the space of what, maybe 10 years I play against Argentina about 3 times now, you know.
Play them 98, play them 2010, and then play them 2015.
Yeah, I think we played them 2010 and that game finished what?
2-1.
2-1, right?
Ryan Johnson score.
Oh yeah.
I remember that game. And we lost 1-0 in 2015.
Yeah, man. Our record against them clean in comparison to other countries that play them.
Yeah.
Yeah, man,
2-1, 1-0. So it's not bad.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
But for me, as far as this Adidas deal go, me would have personally say it's the right step it's a step in the right direction. But you don't know the admin need for change and before we can actually see those things coming
and
into life.
That's not gonna be an easy job though.
Because I put it to you, gentlemen, that I believe this deal with Adidas might very well keep the president on board for another term.
But coach, we gotta keep him. Well, then again, he's a guy. Look, it seems like he likes to take credit. I don't know if he has any affiliation.
Yes, he does.
Who's that?
Yes, he does.
My crickets. I don't know if he likes to take credit like
He
him work
like
at
to
Digital
take
or
credit,
Flow.
and I can.
Mark shares in the
Yeah.
floor Digital, man.
You know why? You know why I say he likes to take credit? I remember when the girls qualified
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
month ago. He came. He was there. You remember? And he was actually asking for credit for the girls qualifying for the second World Cup. Asking the girls were there laughing at him in the meeting, or you know,
It's
The
crazy.
function, yeah, man.
yeah,
And,
whatever it was.
and the irony about this deal was not brokered by the GFA. It was brokered by an ex-player and his business partner, which is also a liar.
Yeah, that speaks volume, you know. That speaks volume, and it
Oh
goes to
my
show
god.
that these persons don't really have no contact and them no command
Them
Yeah.
not no
the
link.
business
But,
space
but, but,
like
but, but
Mowgli. You understand?
a powerhouse like Adidas, right? A powerhouse like Adidas coming on board to be the main sponsor for the Reggae Boys, right? This is the biggest sponsor that we ever had. I think we have All Sport. Umbro was the biggest one before,
Kappa.
and we have Kappa and Romai. But now we have Adidas. Don't you think that a lot of things have to change? Adidas will come on board and say, this is how we want things to go with our brand.
All right,
A
watch
lot of
this
things,
now.
you know.
Watch this now. You know, I don't know if yes, you see how them post of late on them social on the Instagram. It,
Who, the JFF?
yeah, you don't notice say it kind of seem different. We are get videos now. We are get like actual content.
Yeah, but
But
you have to put
that's
that to the
done by
vloggers,
a
them,
phone. I think they should
No,
hire a videographer
Yeah,
and a
man.
photographer.
no. Hear me out. When the day when them the night when them announced the Adidas contract, if you notice on the Adidas, if you're going to the following and look where the Adidas pages, there's a management company under that. So apparently there's somebody with experience is managing that that
The
JFF
social media
Instagram
account.
account. Yes.
No, and you might be right, you know, but I'm saying we were the ones who started to tell them that they need to be active on social media. And
But
they got active because of the whole thing, the whole pressure of people needing to get information, and this is a good means of doing it. When we check
but
on stuff, they don't have any link to their YouTube channel. That's why the YouTube channel is not functional.
So
you
why they don't build a new one? Why they don't build a new one? It's simple, you know.
this would be the third YouTube channel them have.
So
They
they must
have
lose
two.
another one.
Yeah,
Yo,
they have one from like 2013.
joking this man.
I stumbled across it.
I think the JFF should go under some serious investigation before this Adidas deal.
I think the JFF should lock their party shop before this Adidas deal.
Me tell you, say on the call Sir P, you know. But tell the people even in the comment section, go to Sir P's account and DM him and send him a whole lot of messages to come and investigate.
So,
No.
all right. Because I say, actually, I say Adidas have to come and teach them how to make a new YouTube channel. But what me I say is, even if the person that was in charge of that channel cut and gone with the password, you know can pay them money and get back the password or
Yeah,
have
back up.
some form of dialogue with this person.
Yeah. Because one next thing to that, you know, if you have if you have the email address,
You're good.
you're good, you know.
You're
All
good.
you need to do is say forget password.
Yeah. And you
So,
and while signing up, you already put things so just
yeah.
in case.
So if they don't know the password, easy to
Can't
find
start over back. No, from square, nothing is wrong, but you know, you want to have that continuity
I wonder,
with the other videos, but a long time it down.
I
From
wonder
the
if,
under 20.
I wonder if them have the password or them just not care for have the password.
All right, that is a
There's a conundrum right there.
It's a bunch of relics running the JFF.
someone fun is blown into the microphone according to Boogie Bugatti. So it sounds kind of weird.
It ain't mine.
Sound like a chemo.
So like a mind
Mm.
change.
Right now, we need that fund if I blow the JFF admin. God damn.
It's not strong enough. I doubt it's strong enough.
They say
Fed
not
up.
That take more than just a fan.
Coach. At this bounty killer that sing boy in a 95. We're fed up.
a long time. My fans them fed up, you know.
Fed up, man.
A long time.
I think the bloggers kind of expose the JFF more
Yes.
to the public. Not 100% though, you know. But
No.
I think a good enough amount of percent where the other person can spread the news or spread the word.
Yes, because you see, if there was a time even in the administrations before, vlogging was prominent,
Mm-hmm.
a lot would have been different, I believe, you know.
Yeah. So maybe Ricketts that took over would have a different strategy by how we go by doing things.
But
Mm-hmm.
but remember, Captain was there up until 2017, and even though the space wasn't as big as it is now, we never have somebody. Everybody know who was the pioneer of this space, and the fire where we are burned. No, the fire there wasn't there at all. If you
Mhm.
understand the point I'm trying to make.
Yeah, because
So
you have
so
plus
what may I say is that it was incompetent, but it was not this bad.
based on what we know,
But yeah, based on
what we know, because even the mainstream media wasn't doing investigative stuff to really get information out to the public. So we never hear any inner happenings of the JFF. These
wait,
things weren't coming through the mainstream media, you know.
I was going to say something, but I won't. I won't. Let me leave that alone.
Yeah, man. So it all I'm saying though, I would love for this situation with a new coach to be settled before too long.
I think, for me personally, me feel like it's supposed to next month not supposed to pass, and this issue not settle. It a drag on a little bit too long now.
And what they think now? A new coach with a new coaching staff.
No. I'm not gonna say yes, I'm not gonna say no. Here why. Them ever boss them broke and have it.
With Adidas deal,
The money not
Crazy.
come in yet, coach. The money not come in yet, coach.
Adidas is
Anyways.
going to do everything that is going to make this national team.
Yeah, but
mark.
on a January yet.
yeah, but man, I've got to wait 4 months to get them pay.
But coach, but that's still a go on already, so
Exactly. So a man will come in and
You
know say
You can imagine the jersey price.
Hold on, coach. Say I tell me say, okay, let's say Uncle Paul I gonna say I'm gonna bring Dian, Uncle Dian.
Sinclair.
Who name Dian Sinclair?
Frank Sinclair.
No man. Frank Sinclair.
Oh, see there, Uncle Frank and the rest of the 98 squad where that is concerned. You think these people are gonna leave them yard and wait 4 months to get paid?
Yeah, man. Once. Let me tell you, sometimes things can happen.
Maybe Dion, but not the rest of them. Come
Things.
on.
Me get what you're saying, bro. But at the same time, sometimes if things are explained before the fact, then persons will enter in with a better understanding of
Yeah,
what to do.
well,
So
that's
it's
true.
either they make the decision of, all right, I'm gonna come still based on this conversation, or I'm not gonna come because I can't wait so long. You
Circle,
understand?
circling back when I start out that.
Yeah.
I understand.
So
But
it can happen, man. But more than likely, it's kind of difficult for people to do that still. Difficult.
well, we have to just go and watch it, coach. We have to just go and watch it. Watch them and them finger them.
Yeah, man.
Misappropriation of funds go.
It's sad and we just want to know, say, yo, we get a good coach
But
and a coach with a plan.
but at this point, I don't think of even bother change coach completely.
No.
Because the Paul literally there from what?
Last year.
Last year when? Which month again?
The Gold Cup.
From the Gold Cup.
Would be 1 year now. So you got about a year exactly. So yeah, tell me we're gonna scrap somebody that's been there with these crop of players. For somebody we're gonna search high and low to find some other man for run at some part to bring in at these place. It makes no sense. Why wouldn't just stick to the Evo of he clearly has a plan. We have play some decent ball. If then we can keep him, but if it look like the wheels are gonna fall off, then we can scrap him. On to the next. That's how me feel. I don't know if everybody feels the same way about it.
It make a lot of sense, bro. Make a lot of sense. We would love to see some form of order in the thing though. That me a defend. And the order what me I talk about is some sort of semblance where the coach is concerned. So the coach, we know so the coach is that person, and then we're going forward looking on how this coach is approaching the thing, his plan and whatever in plan for the national team. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Rather than just there and don't know the next move and all of these. It would make sense.
Right now, as it stands, Paul Hall is the right man for the job. Being that he was already around the team and he's accustomed with some of the players, especially the younger ones. And he's gonna play an important role with the other players in Europe, in England, to come over and play because remember he's in the championship. He's watching the Daniel Johnsons, the Canoya boys Clark, and also what's his name? Jamari Clark.
Mm-hmm.
So he's seeing those players. He's gonna see those players. And I would want Boys Clark to see Boys Clark in the team. I don't want to see Boys Clark in the team in one of those friendly.
No.
Friendlies.
No.
Is it too early?
Me personally think that you need first team football. He's not playing for the first team. That's what I think.
Okay. Omari Hutchinson played today, Got what? 4-1 from Arsenal.
Omari Hutchinson played today?
In the second.
One more?
No. Remember, he's at Chelsea now, Chelsea under 23. And I got 4-1 from the Arsenal under 23 team.
Okay.
But that still is not first team football. Even though he's been around the team. So clear. Remember, Paul wants him to join the first team. So development, but For me personally, in order to be a part of the senior squad, you need first team club football.
And I'm watching those players that are playing in Europe keenly. Today, I think what's his name? Clark Harris scored a double. As you know, Jamalo didn't come off the bench against Arsenal. Bobby Reed seemed to be playing good.
Bobby Reed scored.
Yeah,
early.
Bobby Reed
Early.
from the
But
season
the
start.
thing is,
Bobby Reed a string leather, you know.
but the thing is, when he comes to
Lipston.
play for us, we
We
want
get
to see
Bobby
the same
Chocolate.
energy.
What if it's the personals around? Remember, so we have never picked the best team yet, you know.
Exactly.
We have
Since-
never, you know.
Since Paul has taken over, him not play for Paul already.
No.
All right.
No.
Mega easy, my friend.
Who else again? Pinnock is injured, so I wonder how that will go when he's back and fully fit.
Leon Bailey played today too.
Assist.
Yeah.
With assist.
Yeah.
And he get an assist.
Gerard seemed to believe in him
Yes.
and giving him his chance. So let's see how his season go. Who else? Who else there is now?
Maggie come on today, get 45 minutes.
Maggie played. Daniel Johnson.
Maggie, and they said that he looks very well.
I think, coach, I genuinely think that since European change managers, this new German manager has faith in Maggie.
I mean, I saw Maggie in a preseason game against Ajax. You know, he came on. He looked really good, impressive.
He's been 4 game play so far, and him play all 4 games as a substitute. Play all 4 games as a substitute. So he might go on good. So
Who else? I don't see Leon Moore for his team.
You don't see
I don't see Leon Moore.
Yeah.
I don't see him. Who else? That is in the championship. I don't call as it. Oh, Grace playing consistent and scoring. Don't forget. Down in Greece for Aris FC.
Wait, hold on. They got knocked out. Them get knocked out at Conference League, right?
Not sure.
Not sure. Yeah, I'm not really sure.
I wish to keep an eye on Ronaldo Cephas down in Macedonia. He's scoring.
The man drop some leather over there. I swear to God, make it look like he never left the JPL. Walk up and down in the league.
There's concern with Shamar. There's concern with Shamar because he's not getting much game time down in Russia now.
And we are hearing talks of some transfer.
I think that would do him good if he goes to Galatasaray.
No.
You think he should stay in Russia and improve on his game then?
I did not say that. But alright. So basically I've heard that Nantes, which is in Europe, they're playing Europa League this season. They have interest in him. But here's the thing now. You see, if he goes to Galatasaray, which is a bigger side, agreed.
Yeah.
But the Turkish league right now is not in the best space. Me and Fresh got the chat about this a couple weeks ago. Currently, it's not the best space for any club right now. They have hemorrhage money like crazy, match fixing, and if you.
So you're saying that he needs to go to a development club then?
No, not development club. Better he goes to Nantes. You would get time to play European football.
What about Junior Flemings?
God, Jano, yo, rough.
Junior Flemings in problem, you know.
Why?
Remember, we came on with that story the other day, you know.
Not pulling his weight?
Like him come back and him string no leather.
Not impressive. Boy. And I was saying this is his season, you know.
Look like him get little bit too comfortable.
And they bought a player that is doing well.
All right, I think them they let go somebody, and Flemo would fit in on the right, but the person that they bought is
Playing better than him.
well, I mean even know any Rasta. No.
Why you afraid, Burp, to say man playing better than him? Why are you afraid?
First comments is not burp. Nobody not belch.
A burp, man. A burp.
Secondly, is not afraid. Me just don't know what to say. Like,
Brother, I'm tell you already.
No.
And I would let us not
brother.
forget Michael Hector out there in the wilderness.
Him coming in from the cold, you know.
I don't think he's coming back though.
I he should have been a part of this squad in Austria. That's what I think. Hector should have been a part of this squad in Austria. Maps as the senior man, him alone can't do it. And as far as Flemo, I mean not knowing no. Like as me hear Simon say, it's a 3-year contract. This is the first year. He if anything in January, if them deem him surplus the requirement, go out for a loan, do the work, try fight for your spot when you come in back, and see where it goes. And me personally don't want him to come back to USL or MLS. Should stay in Europe and challenge himself some more. Bro, you're mute, bro, you're mute.
I'm a rebel, and Wizarding I play consistent football every weekend. Consistent. Ravel, you know, Ravel I play consistent as well in a DC. Best thing could ever happen to him to get a US MLS move.
Best thing happened to him of the monks Rooney.
No, I say the best thing happened to him that is going to benefit Jamaica in the long run.
Okay,
Next year, when they're playing in the nation thing and also the World Cup, there's no issue with getting him in USA.
Still kind of wonder how OGFF couldn't pull off that one day.
Still, they can't pull off a lot of things.
Yeah, Stevie, man. if you're still a wonder, yeah, Stevie. Or Alice.
Ravel thing on a simple thing, you know, brother.
On a simple thing with you.
And let us look out for the next 4 years, 3 years, then 2.5 years. Mr. Greenwood.
Prisoner no better road.
I love this Ravel though. You know that show coach. That show say how immature over a period of time because you know certain little things. A mistake. Anybody, a younger youth and them look something there.
A mistake Greenwood make to man.
Prisoner no better road.
But Greenwood think kind of more. Greenwood think kind of more controversial, brother.
Why that more brother? That drastic. That drastic.
But
that one they can come through. That one they can come through, man. No worry.
Why?
Players at the disposal, I think they were supposed to have a good squad and thing. But coach, they didn't have really
no man, we don't finish that yet. We just
a breeze through, man.
We just talk about the players them that play in the league and go on.
CC enough for rush dance.
What's your take on that though? You think he might go play for England again, or you think him not go play for England?
Him can't play for England again. Them not gonna make him play for England again.
You think we should take? You think we should take him if we get the chance?
Brother, if we don't take him, what? Why?
Brother.
If we don't bring him forward, we do that be a waste of the opportunity. It's like when we get.
If we not take him,
coach. But I say him not going to come for Jamaica. I just want the man realize say, yo, all if Hurricane 50%, he not going to get in a game.
Who that?
Today me I watch him and I say that you are tough, you know.
Ivan
Who that?
Tony.
Yeah, in just not boy.
Bro. Look
Him
here
bad
now.
enough.
Yeah, man.
Him could have bad like Bin Laden. Make him stay, bro.
Some man are gonna cry, you know. Down in the year and I when the squad them and pick.
Bro.
What you mean was someone that cry? Ivan Tony know him in the squad.
Listen, England squad they talk about keeper.
Yeah, England
Yeah.
squad pick already, my boss.
Oh,
Jared
Coach,
Bowen is probably one of the only
Coach,
new
like
man.
if you get Coach, like if you get say a November 1st, it big show kick off.
no, I'm not
Ravella
forget.
get 6 and Burke just score. Ravella get 6 and Burke just score.
And that's why Harry Maguire are fret, man.
Yeah, that's why the Chelsea thing, man.
That's why Chelsea they want him. Who don't mind Chelsea get him still enough?
That our man you want. Not before you pick up 6.
So
Monday.
then, coach, what a thing we take him and install look decent.
I saw you go. Listen,
But
let me tell you,
CC,
hold on.
Yeah.
I'm telling you the world of sports. You might be a part of a system that is not working for you, you know. And it's not because of lack of talent, you know. You see, sometimes as a sports person, sometimes the environment for you is not working. So you when you make the switch, you're gonna perform better than usual, and you wonder if there's something wrong with the coaching there. Sometimes at the environment.
Environment, man.
So him can make the move on him career research. You see me I say?
But I'm gonna say it makes sense because I'm gonna show you something. We are trying to get the youth the name Fofana. And if they get Fofana, I don't see how Harry Maguire go fit. Can't go start. He not gonna start coaching. So I say all of them things just a up, skip and grow. The reason why Chelsea probably might do it is because of the English quota and them just a try fill a gap because them go for the guy named Anthony Gordon too, you know. That's the same name Anthony Gordon from Everton.
Yeah, from Everton. Yeah.
I know say yo. To me, Everton was greedy because to me, him look like him worth 35 mil because him look good enough. It seems a good prospect.
You can't blame the club. If anything them throw up, them know say them not really worth that, but when them know say it's gonna end up negotiable. It's gonna negotiable.
No, because I tell people all the while, you know, my boss. So there's a premium on English players. And you prove it every time. Because if this guy was a Spanish player coming to England, you can't get more than 115 million. So it's just all the go, man. This is man about Leicester now, Lego Fofana. Fofana right now no play today and he never in a squad. Fofana right now pack him bag already. It's just Leicester.
Tillisman the halfway there.
Oh?
Tillisman. Yeah.
Tillisman I got Arsenal, man.
Sure. Wait, you think we have finished that season? Arsenal have finished top 4?
Hold on there. Before reaching that, we don't want to divert.
Yes, you don't want divert.
So since we finished with the local players, the Jamaicans, the Reggae Boys who played today, and them are going a bag of things. Let us look at the results for today's encounter, and we might rehash some of the players them because of what they did today. So let us look at the games today. And as usual, on a Friday evening, we make some predictions on the coach's desk where the triple treat is concerned. So we're gonna check now if we get some of the results right as well. So starting with the first game, the early game, Wolves versus Tottenham. I predicted that game to be 2-1 to Tottenham. It didn't happen, but it ended 1-0 to Tottenham. Is Tottenham a team that can go all the way this season?
No. Honestly, no. Maybe top 4.
On what grounds, Kimo?
Well, you know the English league. You understand? So every year the league gets tougher and tougher. We already know the league start off with, before the league start, it start off with Man City and Liverpool being there for top 2. And yes, they can finish top 4. When you look under their signings and the kind of the team they have, they have a good bench. Bissouma was on the bench. Rick Charlison. It's gonna be pretty tough though, because Arsenal is playing good. You can't take that away from them. And your team, you getting Casemiro and good Anthony. So
Hold on, now, we tell us a chemo, you jump gun, man. I could
yeah,
deal with one at a time,
I
man.
won't say. It's too early for me. It's too early. It's too early.
All right. Anybody
Too
else
early.
commenting on
Yeah,
the
I watched Tottenham game this morning. Tottenham look pretty flat for the attacking force that they have.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think they created
Give me a
another
minute,
chance. Most of their opportunities came from Perisic, right? I think Perisic has been a good addition to the squad, and is fitting in well in the Premier League because you realize Perisic have added to the whole attacking wing back. So he made a few crosses today, and I think he was the one who assisted the goal. And there was a time when he could have taken a shot because he took on a player. So he was always creating issues. My issue though is that Tottenham, for all the attacking prowess that they have, I think Antonio Conte has shifted Tottenham's way of play to like he's trying to cultivate his style with Tottenham. Because what he said even last season, coach, when he took up the side, is that I think Mourinho found a way to make Harry Kane and Young Min Son compatible. Whereas Son would have scored plenty goals and he turned Harry Kane in a more of a creative
or a
strike.
false 9.
Yeah, a false 9. So he turned Harry Kane in a false 9. So Harry Kane would still score goals, but Harry Kane would also be in the double digits of assists.
Yeah.
So I saw where Antonio Conte continued that towards the end of the season. But what the issue that I think, because he mentioned that he didn't want to play that way because it's not really his style, but because he found it effective in getting them over the line to qualify for the Champions League. And I think that's where Tottenham is struggling right now because Tottenham has to be reverting back to find out what is his philosophy in terms of. So if I realize they're playing differently. So you realize that Son hasn't excelled since the Premier League started. He hasn't really excelled. Even the game against Chelsea and then the game today, you haven't seen Son, you haven't seen even Harry Kane in terms of picking up the ball and from deep and stuff. So I think they're trying to adjust to what Antonio Conte wants to play like, and then they have a lot of players that they have bought, and it's kind of messing with the team chemistry. So I'm not sure if it will affect them further down in the season, but right now it doesn't look good. It looks like to me they're grinding out results right now, even the and stuff, and that don't bode well for them in terms of how some other teams are performing early on.
So CC is basically the quality working for them in terms of players.
Yes, in terms of players. But they don't. The system hasn't been formalized as yet.
Right. So for a team to win a competition, them really have to get Conte for another season to learn, or adjustment can be made in the season.
I think adjustment can be made in the season. However, it depends on the type of players and the nature of the players, because if you notice, like Harry Kane and Young Min Son, there's a specific way in which you played both of them, which you would get a lot out of Son. But if you don't play that type of way, like for example, when Mourinho realized it, before Mourinho, Son was a very good player, but he wasn't that prolific in terms
attractive, right?
Yeah, but he realized that he found that Son cannot function with Harry Kane being the dead center forward.
Right.
So he had to make Harry Kane drop back deep and rotate it and say, all right, Son would be the wing forward. So that way now Son could use his pace, beat a defender, drop a shoulder, get into the box and get on the end of chances. So from either way, and then Harry Kane is a brilliant passer of the football. Yes. I think a lot of persons don't realize this. He's a brilliant passer of the football.
Yeah, man.
So you see, with that, even though Hurricane is a goal scorer and a person would want him
He will
closer to the
assist.
goal, but he's a brilliant passer of the football. So if you utilize that, you can get at least 25. Because Kane have it in him if he's to score 25, but you're at least getting all 18 or 17 goals from Young Min Son as well, which would further aid in terms of their going forward. But they have a lot of individually brilliant players.
Right.
Isuma, Richarlison, Harry Kane, Kuliveski. But I just think that it's going to take Conte a few matches in terms of fitting out his starting 11. I think he has found out that Perisic will be starting. I'm thinking that he's still looking at Kuliveski in terms of he wants him to be a starter, but he might end up being Bissouma because of how I'm watching it play it out. So I don't think he knows his first 11 as yet. I think he might get 2 more games and then he might start to see what his philosophy is like. But I
All right.
think I'm seeing where he's going in terms of the wingers overloading and then putting in crosses because that's what Perisic has been doing. And he's playing from the flank. Kuliveski was coming out on the other side.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Good assessment, CC. All right, Aston Villa. I had Aston Villa to beat this Crystal Palace team 2-0. It didn't materialize. Crystal Palace outscored them 3-1. Leon Bailey, the Jamaican, he played well, gave an assist in the game to Ali Watkins. Burp or Lanezra, what are your thoughts on this encounter if you watch the game?
Yeah, man. We watch watch all of the first half and most of the second half. Night to the panelists, night to the person
Yeah, man, big
in
up
the
yourself.
comment.
Yeah, man, bless you, bless
Yeah,
you.
man. Place I want to see, well, me never really have Aston Villa for win the cause I've been watching Crystal Palace and one thing, on the Vieira, I say they have been improving. Zaha, I think they're playing with a lot of confidence. So I really was, giving them the edge, especially them playing at home. So surprising say the way how them come back and win, especially if I'm going down 1-0. Because with Aston Villa, Aston Villa have I think they don't have too much inconsistent play on them side. Only 2 players me see since the season start kind of play with a little consistency. Is a Watkins and Matty Cash. But all of the ball of them, including Bailey, may have said, at times in the game, sometimes them do some things where, it kinda you'd expect better. And this side does look like it not them not gel right now. It seems like say Gerard not know even the best 11 right now. So I'm not surprised that them say Palace win. Palace are play some good football. The thing with me feel say me feel them need a good number 9. Me not feel say why are you? Me feel say them can get in a better number 9 for get the job done for them. So I'm not surprised if Villa win. And Villa got have some serious problem this season if they not get things started out.
So you think
'Cause them,
Gerard is not the man?
well, for tell you the truth, when them fire Dean Smith, I never think them shall release him, cause me never really there. Well, me know Gerard there Rangers, Rangers and Celtic normally dominate Scottish League. So I could give a good assessment of Gerard, say if he's a good coach or he's not a good coach. Him come in here and he make them stay up and him not do bad for him first year in the Premier League. But this year I go really, see how best him is of a manager. I mean, you can't question him playing career because you see it. But as a coach, but I want to give him some more time. But I can't say I've seen anything that I can't say Gerard, improve this ball. Gerard improve the side now. Dean Smith does they have a bad run at the time. Remember him have the side when Grealish did it when they beat Liverpool was 8 or something like so.
Yeah.
And they have a good season. I just think me really never feel say him shall leave, but Gerard come in, him need to get time. But the team does lack this quality we expect from them, and I think that they could be a team that is battling for relegation this season.
Yeah, man.
I want to give you a drama, Lanezra. What Aston Villa has found themselves in is a conundrum. Because look at it like this. Prior to when I think probably when Bailey joined, you would have said prior to Crystal Palace acquiring the services of Patrick Vieira, a lot of persons would have ranked an Aston Villa team over Crystal Palace, even though you have Wilfred Zaha. But if you look into it now, outside the big six, you have West Ham, you have West Ham, you have Crystal Palace, you have something like the same Brentford there. You have even Fulham is looking good. So right now, if Aston Villa is finding themselves in a situation where they never played after the assist and everything. I think they never played well, and I think you have to look at it like this. Patrick Vieira, from what I'm gathering, coach, what I've seen, Patrick Vieira is turning out to be a steal for Crystal Palace in terms of a very good coach. And a coach that probably should have gotten the opportunity to coach at Arsenal. But you know those things are. Because sometimes people are going to say experience. And I think that if you have, that's why I'm saying that I think that Crystal Palace have gotten a top 6 level coach in terms of how I'm seeing Patrick Vieira coach them. Because I remember the game that they lost. You see, in last season when they lost probably 4 or so, they lost badly. And the next game when they play coach, they never looked as if they were badly beaten the game before. Like you have to wonder if you say, oh, but you know, just get beaten. It's like, you know, you say, oh, me beat you last week. Stay down. And even in the game that they're losing, when you watch Crystal Palace, even if they lose 3 goals to 1, 3 goals to 0, it doesn't look like they should have lost by 3 goals.
But even since the season start, you know, most of the game when they play Arsenal, they had more position than Arsenal, you know. And just to me that, as I said before, them not really Zaha, them are defend pan for most of them goal. So them and them play bad against Liverpool too. And so me they definitely see them have the coaching. I think the way how them set up, the way how them play a good attacking football. Aston Villa them just not seem like the side gel. I don't think Gerrard, you know him best level right now. You see him start barely in the first game, then him bench him. They start Watkins not Watkins, Danny Ings, him bench Danny Ings. So it's like the man him not know him best level yet.
And it's not even about that either, you know, Lanesra, because you have sometimes coaches make adjustment based on how they perceive the other team. So I don't think it is necessarily hinge on him not knowing his starting 11. And that could be the case. That could be the case. But I see a comment in the comment section, and I've said this last season when Gerrard took over, that he's struggling to play not say struggle. He prefers to play more compact than wide.
Yeah,
the wingers that he has, he's not utilizing the space and stretching teams, using the wingers. And I said that last season that I believe is his struggle. And hence the reason Leon Bailey probably would have struggled under him.
Because Leon Bailey is playing striker right now, number 9.
Yes. And when I asked Craig Butler that, Craig Butler said Leon Bailey is prepared to play whether out wide or inside. So then I kind of cool down that argument that Steven Gerrard is not someone that can play the team wide enough. He prefers to play a compact sort of football.
Yeah, what's the case? What if it's the case when maybe he believes his best strength probably is in the middle, because I know Ramsey and Coutinho normally would have said play more of a central role.
I don't
think that's what I'm saying. But he's because of that and the type of players that he has, the team is not going to be consistent and playing well because he wants to that alone.
Yeah, him not. True, you coach. Because even Leon Bailey. Leon Bailey not fear play number 9 when you have Ali Watkins and Danny Ings.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's like you have 2 striker.
Remember saying, Leon strive going down the flanks, cut in, make a pass, or unleash the venom at goal.
Yeah.
You understand? You put Leon at number 9, I don't know.
But coach, it's just looking at like it. When him there, Danny Ings is a target man. Ollie Watkins is more of a Danny
Okay,
Ings is a
wing.
centre forward. Ollie Watkins is like a player who can hold up the ball and play with him back to the goal.
Yeah.
So you have two strikers on the bench. Play the striker. Play the
But
striker.
that may I say, but you see,
And them out wide.
Dannings play last match, the man score. You know, I really have a bad game. Now the man bench.
Yeah.
I don't see
So
the
it's like,
purpose of having strikers in these small teams too, and you're not playing them because you play one man that is a natural. All right, we're not to disrespect or say anything about Leon Bailey, but Leon Bailey cannot give you 20 goals for the season playing from the striker role.
No.
But there's a possibility he can score between 10 to 15 coming off the flank.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Danny Ings has showed us that he can score up to 20 goals. Because I see Danny Ings scored 29 goals in the league.
But see, me even look on some of the little things them in a game sometime, you know. When Leon Bailey they are playing under Dean Smith, you know, him they are to the corner them from the from the right.
Mm-hmm.
In a pre-season, I see the man start take it, you know. Now Gerard go back to instead of in swinging where Leon Bailey put in, the man go with a out swinging. And one thing I say with Leon Bailey when he take the corner, it's always dangerous to go right into the 6 yard box. So I don't know why even since the season start, look at Leon Bailey taking the corner them. You mute coach.
No, I'm not that.
Yeah. Oh, laptop me look on. Oh yeah, man. So me there say even Leon Bailey, me think say but I take some of the things some of the corner to call film corner, them are some dangerous corner in put in. So
You're
I
right.
don't know what Gerard
But honestly,
to me I look at
honestly,
still.
I remember I don't disagree with you on the I must search for my best 11, you know. Because I think
Yeah.
in one I'm interview him alluded to it, you know, pre-season, you know. So make me agree with that. But one of the other factor to that is that him play too narrow. So it add to him not being able to find him starting 11, you know, or him best starting 11, you know, and stick to it, you know.
That's true. Yeah.
All right, so
And even another match here, well, let's finish it.
Yeah.
You have a look on even your opponent, Crystal Palace, you know, Zaha on the wing them play. So him should have even make sure say him can just play so narrow. Him have to make sure say him put the strength them on the wing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to the Nottingham Forest versus Everton. I did say a 1-1 draw and boom, 1-1 draw because Everton not so hot. Nottingham, I'm fine. I look at farm still, but I never believe that them not gonna beat Everton. So it ended 1-1. Not much to say about that, but the Nottingham Forest team seems to be purposeful, and they are not going in on somebody, no. But I mean, sometimes these young teams that come up in the league tend to don't have the depth in their squad. So let us see how they will continue. Everton seem to be in trouble. Who's the coach of Everton? Is that Chelsea man?
Sir Frank.
Yeah.
See a big player one.
Okay.
Boy, man, but I'm gonna tell you the problem. I'm gonna say it with Lampard, and I tell him all the while. I think Lampard's issue in terms of coaching is in backline. Him no get, and it just off to me. But I guess it is what it is in terms of how I fix it. I don't think.
When I tell a lie, see Pickford, me feel right now is a liability, you know.
Yeah.
As
But I think
him a liability.
I'm telling you, I think Lampard strive with young players. So like a Demar Gray and them guy there, and Anthony Gordon, them are gonna look good under Lampard system. Him have a knack for like wing back, him have a knack for like wing backs, and him have a knack for wingers. So like wing players and wing back players, him have a knack for them player there. And he will find a midfield. But you see when there's just something after me when me have to wonder if him can, because Lampard teams normally concede at least 40 goals and he's not scoring a lot of goals. So that is the issue where Lampard gonna find himself in. He have a team, but he's not. From a watch him coach from Derby to Chelsea to Everton, he is not the coach. His team score a lot of goals, but he concedes. So he concedes most matches, and he keeps less clean sheets. So that is the issue that I'm having with him. He doesn't necessarily keep a lot of clean sheet. And then on the other side of it, coach, you have to remember, see, even Nottingham Forest, I think signed over 14 players. If not,
Yeah, they signed the most players so since for the campaign.
so I think Nottingham Forest is determined not to go back down. So,
Man,
but
the man them run everybody where they did the last season for buy a
well,
bag
But
of
but
ball.
but but you want chemistry to that are the thing,
out of the 3 teams still in London that I've seen, I feel like, and this is probably gonna be a bold prediction, but I think a Bournemouth are gonna go down,
Bournemouth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But we get there when you get in a game. But Nottingham Forest to me, I show a bit of character that I think they might get some results that some persons don't expect them to get. So I have to still watch out for them. Because they seem to be solid defensively. They seem to be solid defensively from what I am looking at. They seem to be solid.
See. You remember the year when Fulham they come up and buy everybody underneath the sun, then buy Allah, Buddha, Jesus, and Selassie. Them go right back down the next.
Yeah, because the chemistry important, in terms of the 2 matches. And before even the season starts, media thinks Everton are definitely one. Me with the habit said the first manager will get sacked now, Lampard, but being fair to Lampard, brother, him have a lot of injured player. And I don't know if if the club really are giving the support we need in terms of getting in quality parlor. The only striker them have now are Randon and them have my boy the way Gardner where Chelsea wants. So them really not nobody has score for them. And as I said before earlier, I think Pickford is a good baller. I think to me he's a good keeper, but he makes some silly mistake in our matches them where you have to wonder. Cause even to the game, I feel say the way the man box the ball and the man, I feel say him should push the ball with more strength. Right, even though him probably make it up with an assist still, cause him assist the goal for them are great. But me feel say Pickford can do better. The side way him have is a really a Randon of them forward now and guard them are use. So them enough of them ball are injured. I think the Corey injured, Townsend injured, Andre Gomez injured. So them they get kinda code, but say Richardson and my boy that were gone at Tottenham. Richards were gone at Tottenham and Calvert Lewin. Them two that them main baller last year now them lose them. So Lampard really have a tough task on him and good to them get a jaw still late them score back. But for me, Nottingham Forest, I don't know a lot about them because, as I say, a lot of new baller them have and them play 2 game. I'm not really impressed with them still, but the quality probably, over time probably them play there. I guess them grow and the chemistry will be there. So we can expect better still. But Everton kinda I guess from the first game against Chelsea when we feel say them probably would deserve something out of that game. Them seem like say them probably not well they might fight for relegation but them made us stay up. But I think it's a good point for both teams because both of them team here could be teams that probably come March, they're on at the 17, 18 spot on a battle for points. So you can't really lose to no team no want to lose to wherever time don't want to lose to Nottingham Forest and Nottingham Forest don't want to drop points against Everton. So I think it's a good result, especially for Everton knowing that them concede so late and score back so early. Score back so late especially.
No, but Lanesra, Everton come like a joke team because you know that Everton, no couple seasons now, coach, Everton spend one bag of money and get in all Ancelotti and them people. So to me, it's so surprising that Everton right now seems to be in a relegation fight for 2 seasons. Cause Everton are in a relegation battle, believe me.
Yeah.
All right, quickly. Fulham versus the Bees, Brentford, who thumped my team last week 4-0. I said that Fulham would have won 2-0. And they ended up outscoring the Bees 3-2. Bobby Reed, the Jamaican, early in the game, boom, hit in the back of the net.
One
Then
Dexter
Mitrovic
Daps.
giving them the winner. Bro, you take on this.
Brother, I got road last night. I take sleep feet. I watching the match.
Okay. That's why
Yeah,
I'm quiet, so. Okay.
but you know, say coach, by watching this game, man, look at me and say, yo, Fulham, and a lot of persons not really, but you see, me have to look on the guy, what his name? Mitrovic. You see, if Mitrovic don't score 20 goals this season, is his fault. Mitrovic in this match, if you have at least 4. Me I
Yeah,
tell you now,
but see, you know it go when I forward now go put away every single chance.
no, coach, what me talking now? 1-on-1 and a coach. You know see the chance them?
Yeah, would love to
He
see
gonna
that,
keep
you
ball
know.
alone.
Then other ball, bigger ball, and him not get
Well,
1-on-1 man and no
no,
score.
but coach, Mitrovic had at least 4 clear-cut opportunities. You see the 2 goal of Mitrovic score, the 1 goal of Mitrovic score. It wasn't as clear as the next 4 where him not score. So I'm saying that on any given day, if Mitrovic doesn't score 20 goals,
I feel him fault.
his fault because he's not putting away some opportunity what we expect, say, yo. But then the only thing that I can say is that when I look at it, I say this Fulham team is very good, you know.
Yeah, man,
Because
go on.
as in so far they are very good so far because I watch the game and I say, yo, Fulham are create chances after
And them
chance.
are high press. It's like the attacking prowess of them are come with the dazzling defenders them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does in them, man. And I think, I always play half Mitrovic up there. I think you have Bobby and you have another person. Let me see.
Remember that name, Andrea, something like that.
Yeah, because every time I see it, and then
Superior.
Yeah, man.
yeah, what I
I
like
got
with Mitrovic too is that Mitrovic can beat a player. So when I see him in the box, him get the ball, him drop him shoulder and him beat a man. So it's very, I tell you, any team now play against, the team have to go watch him because at any given point in time, I feel like he's going to get an opportunity at goal. So it's just left to if he is going to convert it. But they look the much more brilliant side. But I think Brentford tried to get back in the game. Ivan Toney scored 3. 2 was disallowed for offside by the VAR. So I think all in all, Brentford, I'm not too worried about Brentford because I think Brentford have Mbueno and Ivan Toney, and they have good enough players, I think, that can get them across the line. But this Fulham team is shaping up to be a fascinating story so far in the league. Because I think they might end up shaping how we see the top 4 coming out by taking some scalps.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that Fulham get a win here because even in the Liverpool game, I'm glad them get a job, but them could have even win that game then. Right, despite even Mitrovic penalty did questionable as some people that say. In the second game where they play, Mitrovic missed a penalty in that game then. So anyway, him never missed a penalty there. Them would have win the game. So I'm glad to at least them get a point. Because in a Wolves game, he missed a penalty. So them get the 3 points now against Brentford. You know, they're playing good. You know, most of the ballers, even though for the ball, they're in a Fulham side, now they did here, you know, when they did in a Premier League couple seasons ago, you know. So them
Yeah, so
have a
League
good chemistry, you know.
experience.
Yeah, them have a good coach as well. No people some people say about Bobby Reid a Premier League baller, but as well, me as a coach, the ball and the system him have around him, maybe the difference why him play so good when him play in a Fulham compared to Jamaica. You have to understand so the man play against top
And the next
opponent,
thing,
you know, and
coach,
playing good.
it was a
The man
brilliant
have
football
talent,
game,
him have quality.
because
So to me, some baller can play good in our system, but when you go into other team where now have a system, it will make you look bad.
But brother, remember say at last time Bobby actually played for Jamaica with the inner one party shop system. So anything goes.
Yeah.
Well, you know, say, coach,
It's not like
a derby game today.
Huh?
Brentford and Fulham.
Brentford and Fulham is a derby.
London derby.
London derby.
All right, quickly. Leicester failed me. I said 3-1 Leicester, and they ended up losing 2-1 to Southampton. Leicester has started out with the same inconsistency with that they have been doing for the past few seasons. To them up, to them down, me hot, me cold. You understand?
But
Leicester
the thing
seem
with Leicester, what me see, is that it's because some of them ball of them other clubs interested. So I don't know. It come like the coach don't want play them. Cause I don't think Telemann, I don't think him start. I don't know if him getting a game. I think him, yeah. So so true Arsenal probably want him. Cause him one of them top baller, so him never start. You know, other baller where probably and even Vardy to me go up in a age. I never really watch him much, for give a good comment on it still. But from what me I see from Leicester is just that, you know, them probably because of them the transfer probably him not know him best side yet because some baller could be leaving.
yeah, and the thing about the thing, Leicester, Tillemans played, man, he came on. But
Or he came on, oh,
he
no,
came
no.
on. The issue I'm having with Leicester, and Leicester might find themselves if Brendan Rodgers are going to at seat. Leicester has lost their keeper, even though he's probably older. Because I think I never knew he was that old in a coach. The man about 35 now.
It's Michael.
Yeah,
Yeah, me I say, yeah, he was from Ward. Me say, what you them bringing it? Them need a better keeper, me
yeah,
feel.
but
I feel them.
they let him go. Fafana might be leaving. Tillemans might be leaving. There's a lot of something there around it. There's a lot of cloud hanging around the squad. So I think right now Leicester is not in a good. I think Leicester is one of the teams that are just dying for the transfer window to close. And then there's a lot of issues too because when the transfer window close, you're only probably playing 2 months of football or so. And then you got World Cup come, and then after World Cup is a transfer window again. But I want it so it's like to me them are gonna have a rocky campaign, and I don't see Brendan Rodgers finishing out the season at Leicester. You see me, but because this ship it's not sailing in the right direction so far, and the quality of a James Madison might not stay, even given even what they might see transpire in the World Cup here. I think a quality player like James Madison might not stay. Yuri Tillemans, it's a if on but or maybe right now. Yuri Tillemans might not stay as well. Fofana, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, but Leicester is in a difficult position. And Southampton is not a team that scores a lot of goals, so you can know. And this is Leicester playing at the Amex?
Yeah, for them, yeah, them play.
Yeah, they play that. No, I know they play that. I still think that's what the stadium is called. So the Foxes,
No, Leicester Stadium.
King Power Arena.
King Power.
King Power. Sorry, as far as the King Power, my apologies. But I think Leicester losing at home too, you realize that they are not as strong as they used to look in a few seasons ago. Like normally one of those teams that you're saying, all right, they're vying for even the top four. Brendan Rodgers has pushed them, but they realize that they falter at the finishing line. But now they are starting to show those flaws. From the ending of last season, they have started this season showing out those flaws.
All right.
Me feel them are come back still, Me feel them are come back good. Cause them have the ball them. It's just that, them no seem like them gel. Them come out a pre-season yet. But me think them are gonna have a good season, a fairly good season. That me feel still.
3 games gone still,
Yeah, man, them have some game for come
What?
back.
Games to
Three-
come. All right.
games on?
One team where kick up Rumpus, it always difficult for me. I said they were gonna win 3-0. And me get it spot on. Arsenal winning 3 goals to 0. Very difficult for me to put Arsenal over on the win column. But them start well and they continue. They getting another 3 points.
But you know, say coach, that is not even the thing, And I think He's not even just the starting well, you know. Arsenal has finally gotten something that I think they were lacking. And that is they have gotten goals in their team. So it's like
What?
goals.
Mm.
The allure of go like when we look at Arsenal team, I look and I say, yo, any of these players up front can score, and the people that they're coming off the bench can score as well. So it's like I think three things that and Arsenal. I watched the Arsenal game and the Bournemouth game. Bournemouth was nowhere in that game today. It's like Bournemouth was on a holiday and Arsenal was playing with some cones.
But right now, so you see, when we watch a game, you know, because Arsenal on my side, no. Me a question, as much as we know Arsenal play a good ball with them, I just wonder if Arsenal does that good or Bournemouth does not come playing no ball game. And as well you said before, we have a lot of baller in the team that can score because last year Saka was the leading goal scorer right now.
Saka was
Him
the
not
best
even scored. Yeah, him not scoring a goal yet since the season started, and still we have scored goals. So we now have to depend on him alone. So me like how the team. If we will score a next goal, the offside.
You know how rich a team now. I think the only thing, two things I think is Arsenal weakness right now this season: maturity, which have to come with time, and Thomas Partey. That is
They need
that
a
is where,
backup team.
huh? Thomas
They need a
Partey.
backup party.
So the Thomas Partey needs some the coach. I three things still not got the coach involved, you know, but I think the coach's thing is more minor in terms of certain little decision that he can make in the game because I think he should have put on Patrick Vieira. Not Patrick Vieira, Fabio Vieira. Sorry. But when you're watching the Arsenal team, Arsenal has at least two players in each position. Uh, that, that are like if you take one out and you put one in, they haven't lost much. And then the next thing about it is Arsenal's performance away so far has looked good. This is the first time since them last since what 18 years that
2004.
Yeah,
We
man.
lost. We three games.
they have started this well. And I think a lot of persons might say, all right, I'm not an Arsenal fan. I don't like Arsenal, but the thing where you have to look and say, yo, you have to look at a lot of factors. They have Odegaard scoring, they have Martinelli scoring, Gabriel Jesus look like at any given moment he might go put the ball in the back of the net and he can create the assist. It's like the man and they have so everybody they have Saliba who came up and score, so they might get goal from the wing back. Granted, Xhaka look like a threat because Xhaka's position has now changed. So it's like to me, they have a solid blueprint going forward. It's just
Guess who on the side? When
Yeah?
name again?
Pepe never there in the side.
No man, the next man we always a carry ball lateral and progressive ball. What name?
Well,
But most Arsenal man did a fight a ball over.
El Nene or Xhaka, which one?
Zaka.
Zaka there in the side, man. Zaka assist Saliba's goal today. Yeah, man, I'm assist the goal, the third goal.
Yeah, man. But man, tell the same role change, Lan Ezra.
Yeah, man, I play more.
Zaka the dark you to play for England.
No man. Xhaka. Oh, we know you attack. Saka
Play. Saka I dark you. Zaka at the Brody, the former captain.
The
man that take off him jersey and fling down him jersey when the man them there among him.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, the Switzerland man, that man. It's Swiss.
Yeah, man, him play today, man. He assist the third goal.
Xhaka play. I think he might play Xhaka like a hybrid 10, but he might play more like a 8. So you see Xhaka position change. Because he never did a record if he play Xhaka as a 6. He might play Xhaka further forward, man. So Xhaka is more involved in the build-up play and more involved closer to the goal. So you realize him not. Because Xhaka a quality player, no coach. A quality baller, you know.
Xhaka, wicked baller from Mönchengladbach days. From Gladbach days, wicked baller.
A quality baller,
but when you see the year, I say inexperience. The side young brother, we feel so we get the experience. We don't feel say we can look on the side no one can say who no play. Zinchenko come from a winning side, Champions League side.
Yeah. But remember,
You have
I'm saying to you is maturity. Let me tell you why I say that. I am saying to you that if Arsenal had a certain level of maturity, we have to see it first though. Because we have to see them in the big against the bigger teams in the games like against the top six when they play against a
Yeah.
Liverpool or something there. Even Man U, even though Man U in the pan farm, Man U, Liverpool,
Brother, right now it's top 5
a
because man,
Spurs,
not nowhere near 6 right now.
yeah, a
Coach, you
Spurs.
alright over there?
Huh?
Coach, you
yeah,
alright over
man.
there?
My thing in a CC, I feel say we get a lot of experience, especially from last year. I think we are say now, that's the last year that cost us a game. Cause I remember after we play even, which game we play? A City we play and we play so good against City and lose. They will go on better and just lose to some side of should lose to Brighton. Despite Brighton and on the bad side, lose to Southampton when we have the Champions League in our hand. Some feel say experience kind of cost us this.
Then let me tell you, man, it's a maturity
But you
card.
see, but you see, this season, I feel say them will learn from that. And last year, we lose 3 games in a row. Now. So we start out good. Man, go on the chicken before the match better. But right now, me kind of impressed how the side I play, and we just want to. I feel say, cause my thing, brother, is that the man them need to believe in themselves. The one game even last year, as we talk about the City game a lot, brother. They see the man them go and the man them take the game them to team. We see a difference, brother, with the man them. When we did this sitting back where I've seen over the years, brother, I've cost Arsenal, cause we used to struggle, brother, if you score a goal. Now I see the man them a take the game, the man them now sit back from the visit start, they might go attacking. But as I said before, but I want and I said more we lose, but we want to see if we're in a situation like a team score pan with how we are gonna react. Right? But we will
Okay.
see still.
All right. So big up to the man them in the comment section. Mr. Cataract in the building. Eric Palmer, actually. Brain Drain in the building. Big up yourself. Don't think we are ignore the comments, but or the conversation I roll. I just one of those things.
Coach,
Cataract
you get
said,
your baller.
hmm?
You get your baller just now come through by the time tomorrow.
I saw your celebrated man get sell. I worst thing that in a United. The glad say man I sell him man. When you couldn't do it earlier, brother.
Oh, him gone.
So we are no Casemiro, I think I thought.
No, man.
Man said
Maguire.
they will sell Maguire to Chelsea, man.
What?
Oh my god. Oh, I never do that. But think
See,
what
here
do
we go
that?
on. I don't know if nobody know this Chelsea on my side, but here we go. We're gonna take a plane and we're going to Stamford Bridge and protest. I don't like this.
Some good surprise what's surprise him go Chelsea still and give a good performance,
Yeah, but we said
No
that earlier.
no people now say your brother. I say man you
Sometimes
defensive
need a new
midfield, brother.
environment.
Man,
And
you are
sometimes
old
Environment
though.
sometimes
toxic
at
and
the
all that.
cost, brother. For somebody issue with Maguire.
Man,
Man,
you
you are
Oh, but
old though.
remember say we did one by him, you know.
man, you
Oh,
environment toxic
oh
and all.
my, but Chelsea really need Maguire still.
Man, you are old though.
How much you buy him for? Come on, see the
Free.
record. Free them get him. Almost free. I must beg
Almost.
money. Go beg. I must beg money. Go probably beg them to take him for sure.
Sorry for thing. Charity work.
Anyways, watch the man go Chelsea and regain his $80 million farm. $80 million, $85 million farm. $85 Chelsea buy him for?
You mad? No, watch out,
Jamaican currency.
No, brother. Chelsea now buy the man for 85, brother.
Almost 85 million Jamaican currency.
Master.
But say that official CC.
Me not see come.
You see a breaking news dropping in our comment section.
Let me see.
All right,
Nothing
Cataract is saying, what did you think of Crystal Palace wing backs? Both who are eligible to represent Jamaica. Joel Ward looks solid defensively. What do you think, CC?
Yeah. Why am I tell us Crystal Palace, Crystal Palace look a solid team, man. The guy, him look solid. But I think Ward look solid from last season.
Yeah.
From last season, man, he's a very good player. Him look solid from last season, man. Because every time I play
I never
FPL,
know him eligible to play for
I
Reggae Boys.
never knew that as well. Because when I play FPL, he used to be like, I'm a my cheap defender. Say a very good player, man. Him look solid, man. I think from even last season, I watch a lot of Crystal Palace games because Conor Gallagher was down there. So watch a lot of the Palace games and he looked very. I think even Joel Ward, he's been a Crystal Palace player for he play a good amount of games for Crystal Palace. So it's not like say, I just want one player, but I never knew that he was
Jamaican.
But him up in a age still in a court.
Mm.
Yeah, man.
Brother,
I must say, a long time I play Crystal Palace in a coach.
Brother, I remember defender them career longer than forwards.
A long time I play, man. I play at Crystal Palace long time, and he's been a very good, decent player at Crystal Palace for years now. And he can play in the middle too. Because I think he's a D mid as well, you know.
Mm.
Yeah, man, I think he can play defensive mid as well. So it depends because he's 32, I think, or 31, around about there.
We need a right back, you know, so
I'm on a right back.
All right, but I see him play so still unless you know him not center time now I'll play. Center.
Yeah, center normally play, but him can play.
What does I look on there? I know still them have him at right back still.
Yeah, he can play.
But to me, I always say brother, go down to the player them interested to your brother car. We hear say player have links, but that don't mean nothing. And everybody who have links interested. So.
But me I say, as me say, me tell him on them this. From me watch Koulibaly, me tell and I'm not even me man used to say Thiago Silva can't cut it in the Premier League. How much player outside Van Dijk? How much centre back outside of Van Dijk better than Thiago Silva in the league?
But Thiago Silva kind of quiet still, you know, brother. And like,
If you look at, all right, let me show you.
Since Thiago Silva come at the league, you say him my second best to Van Dijk.
Let me tell you why. I'm show you something, Lanezra. Thiago Silva is not the fastest. He the oldest one out of all of the man, right? Out of Ruben Diaz, out of Van Dijk, out of Thiago Silva, he's older than. So the only two centre back I could put over Thiago Silva right now in the Premier League would be Diaz at Man City and Van Dijk at Liverpool. I don't see any other centre back in the league that is better than a 38-year-old Thiago Silva.
I think it's my thing do see allow me see it. You see, sometimes it's hard to even judge some defender in a call upon Arnold. I know Arnold is not a good defender. But you know why he looks so good? Because him side normally have the ball attack. When he buck up on the side and run at him, at that time when a Fulham game, the Fulham man them take it to him. He have a poor game, you know.
Yeah, but
poor game. That's why I'm in the Champions League too. No man no want to blame him shot cut out that.
But they look on Thiago Silva, Lanezra, right?
But the man get a bag of challenge, brother. Phone side normally have a lot of ball.
Listen, I show you something. Thiago Silva, they're supposed to can beat because Thiago Silva, the pace not did that with him. So you should have a lot of persons probably should have can expose that. But if one try to expose that, is reading of the game, his ability to read the game. Even the Everton game, I see it, you know. In the Everton game, he was getting beaten for pace, you know.
Yeah.
And you realize Everton could not score as easily as they would have wanted or create the opportunity as clear cut. Because he might read the play.
As much as I don't think Maguire can read game good, but you know, so me feel say me flourish and that Chelsea, because you know what? Well, Kante, you know, but normally, brother, you have people, you have. No, sometimes at the defensive midfield, when I have like, when I have Kante, when I have Jorginho, when I have, Kovacic, them man there, a man, brother, if we do the rough work in the midfield.
He can't play at Chelsea though, because he can't go play in a back three.
Why you say that?
He can't manage a back three.
So why you say that? They have to give you a reason. We don't know why you can't. So why they going to switch you back for? All right, no, and on the defender score a goal, you know, so the knee if you have the one them on the knee if you have James
He can't switch to back four. Him can't manage Chelsea ball game, man. Coach just get excited over, you know, the new scheme.
Disappoint coach, you know, come. I don't know, you have to about the one them get Maguire, you know. I pay money, I must pay money, I go pay Chelsea, forget that. Come. I don't know still.
Charity.
Coach get one big midfielder though, but you see, Manu do one problem. Manu did something or me never. I don't know my side still, so me never care. But Manu bully out them best player out their side. And other man did have enough things. And them cuss out the man. Pogba the best player. And the man them get rid of. Let me tell you, look at Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes hasn't played anything since January, you know.
Let me tell you something with Manu, but there's a Manu. Them come like the fans, them brother. I tell the man them. Well, the fans them disappointed, brother. But the man them to me need to give the ball them sometime, brother.
Uno they give Arsenal team that time. Look at the man and not tell with nothing. Ball fair roll.
No, but we put pressure on them in the coach. But at least the man them. But mine as Arteta come there, you know. Coach as Arteta come. But coach, remember, you know.
Who cost the coach like, you know?
But remember, you know, coach, we want Arteta out, you know.
Well, I not remember, sir, Uno push out. Big man, Arsene Wenger, you know.
Yeah, I agree with the coach. So we do the same thing, you know.
Them push out the whole coach them.
And you know Emery.
Yeah,
Emery. Me never want Emery left. Me never want Emery.
Them Shubo the Ozil.
Me never want Gwendouzi left, brother. Me never want look to fireman them left. Me never want Aubameyang left. But what the coach them do? The coach them just stick to for them plan and say, yo, brother, trust you know have a trust the process. Me feel that money would them need for the owner them need for the now. I get a coach, a 3-year plan, and make the man and just trust the process.
The owner they need to sell a club.
Coach at this point, the coach them need control and delete that club because God know that club is a party shop.
No, hey, no, but after when a reggae boy,
you know me see a reach Manu.
Una Avar and account near upon the bench. You have Christie, the quote unquote greatest footballer of all time, account near upon bench. The party shop that.
Let me tell you how reach Manu.
Party shop no count Neil Bread.
What reach Manu is the same thing we reach. You remember when Newcastle before Newcastle was sold? Even though we don't compare them as a, but the same thing. It's like the fans, everybody, everything just give up on the team. If Mike Ashley never let go, that team, a Newcastle or Aston Villa. A Newcastle man, Mike Ashley. If you never let go Newcastle man, I tell you Newcastle would have just crumble. Crumble. But
hey,
coach,
CC.
Who want buy the team? He man want buy a team, you know. Me not think Man U fans want him, you know.
Who?
Sir Jim Ratcliffe, man.
Who that again?
Him own Nantes over France. I want buy the side.
Only if them did know.
Elon Musk.
No man, Musk.
Coach,
I joke. The man joke for that. The man say nah buy no sports.
I laugh, boss. I laugh at the money. But you see, I think this people don't understand though. So Manchester United, and we can't really take that away from them. Manchester United brand is anybody would have want to buy Manchester United if they get the opportunity to buy it. Manchester United is not just Manchester United, you know, brother, have the most tourist fans, you know. People come Manchester is not a place where tourists want to go. But people go to London and them places, but people go to Old Trafford to watch Manchester United. And not even there's Manchester United is much bigger than the whole on the pitch thing. But I think Gary Neville
plus we have a lot of undercover fans. And some of them on the panel right now.
I wonder can't name one of me.
But one thing I can say is with Manchester United, you have those, and Gary never said it. I think a lot of person realize it, and a lot of person say, but Gary never said it best when he said that. What people don't realize is that the structure, the David Gill and the Sir Alex Ferguson, they used to run everything. They used to run everything. And when they left, they put Ed Woodward in charge of football operations. When Ed Woodward was a businessman, Ed Woodward was stay on the business side.
Ed Woodward is an accountant.
Ed Woodward made a lot of money for Manchester United now.
Yeah.
But people don't realize what the Glazers did, coach, and I think people don't realize now, Manchester United has been spending money on a lot of players, but people don't realize it. Man, the reason why, I may have to coach that thing about Chelsea too, but I'm going to say it too after this. Manchester United has basically used their own revenue and purchased players. So the players that Manchester United are purchasing is now injection of nothing from the ownership. What the ownership is doing is taking out dividends. The owners have taken from Manchester United more than they have given. So I think if a person will look at it, anybody, any billionaire can come and own Manchester United because Manchester United is a machine.
Right now, no CC. I'll forgive need for guy here, you know.
Too much influence there on our side, man.
Yeah, man. I'll forgive.
So when Ronaldo want come there, Fernandez, they must say a influence can. No man, if you have those right now, Arsenal that's Edu and Arteta alone in charge of any recruit.
Just like all right, you see people ask how Chelsea can spend so much money, and it's not against FFP, but I think people don't realize that FFP is actually 3 years. FFP is not a 1 year thing, you know. It's over a 3 year period.
But one ask on the door. Since Ferguson left, you know, because what before you say money put in a man, you know. The man, well, since him stopped coach the team on the sideline, what really went wrong? Because from the day of David Moyes, then we get first.
That's why if you have succession plan, anything you do,
but when the man get the side and the man get a real side that does win Premier League, you know.
My brother, here we go on.
The side never good.
Here we go on.
Never good. Fergie, so.
Here we go on. Fergie and him bugger Guzo just left the league and the side just popped down from that. I just the truth.
You know what? Him left with him time. You know, remember them no Fergie time. Be 85th minute and 90th minute, they must score a goal, you know.
That man start chewing.
The man carry the clock. Him gone with the clock.
Yeah, man. When he start chewing, come and look on and watch, man.
Yeah, man, Guzo, man.
I talk to the referee. War coming now, you know.
When Sir Alex Ferguson was at the club, it's just like, let me tell you, I'm going to tell people so they don't realize, 2 clubs in England, a certain man run it. Arsene Wenger ran Arsenal.
Mm-hmm.
The thing cranky do I come sit down in them box in president box and drink up 2 juice and watch Arsenal and clap 2 times.
He met money for them, you know, CC.
Huh?
He met millions for them, you know.
This one, but coach, I tell people so Arsene Wenger.
Arsenal jump off, you know, when them sell Patrick Vieira, you know.
No man,
I realize that, but money can't go. From the man themselves, Patrick Vieira downhill, brother. Every ball I will get with
brother, look how long that.
Yeah, and that.
I'm not tell us that when we start go downhill.
Arsenal spent. All right, Arsene Wenger did something, and I think he said he was going to leave, but he had to do it. Arsene Wenger built a stadium for Arsenal. That is the Emirates Stadium, the new stadium in there. Arsene Wenger built it, and then Arsene Wenger said he signed on a few more years because he was to leave. But he signed on because he's saying that he could not leave and have the club in that depth after he was the one who signed off. And I tell you, Arsene Wenger was basically the president of the club. You know? Frankie come to England 5 times in a coach in a Arsene Wenger's tenure. You know? He a whole heap of time. You know?
CC, I'm not cut you. Lanezra, you see that?
Yeah, man.
You see where CC just said the man basically built a stadium. That is when Arsenal felt off.
Yeah, man.
When
Arsenal put on in a one piece of wall and they had to start selling their best players every season.
Yeah, it's not necessarily when Vieira was sold.
Yeah, man. He needed to.
Brother, but look panic, brother. I'm telling you.
Well, me not
what Arsene Wenger, as far as me know, brother, Emirates Stadium, Emirates supposed to fund it and thing. I don't know where you say Arsene Wenger build it or whatever.
Meaning,
But when me
meaning,
tell you,
let me say, hold on,
but
brother.
CC,
No,
remember in
brother,
a
that's
CC,
not how it works, bro. That's not how it works. The stadium was
CC,
built with the planning and permission of the board, which will be council in London. This Zine. Arsenal take the money and Billy. Then Emirates come and say, okay, we want to purchase the naming rights of the stadium. So
but brother,
basically, after the stadium bill, them slap them name on it. After. So it's not the Emirates
bro,
build the
Arsenal have
stadium.
never been in any financial issue. Arsenal have always been a profitable club. You know why? Because them not buy no big baller and a winger, them develop baller, be a youth.
But
Sometimes you
And
just say
certain,
you just say FA Cup all play. A 18-year-old and not even know who a play. The man all of the youth them where you can look to come on when
why
Wenger a coach,
was that?
I play a no name and no
But
star baller.
but
And
bro,
before
why
even the
was that?
stadium, that a film philosophy, but that a film philosophy, before them build a stadium, him always take up youth
But
player and develop them. None of the ball them come and Arsenal and Arsenal Wenger and none of big star come, brother. The
but
man come
brother,
and the man
but
build up baller. The man send Vieira go Juventus, then them send Henry go Barcelona, then City is coming in with them bag of money and start buy up the whole of our ball of them. Man, you buy Van Persie and them now buy no big ball. Them just still look upon the academy. Forget up big baller, brother. That mess way up, brother. And I just said the man them spend a bag of money on stadium and can't pay it. As one thing me know about Arsenal have never been in any financial issue, brother. One of
Arsenal
the
was in,
best
but
club
because
run.
Arsene Wenger, Lanes, you see, when on the build the stadium, Arsenal broke.
Yeah,
I
man.
want to tell you the
No, no,
story.
but that do
everything
about that.
all hold on, brother, I don't know which news you are watch. Hear
Brother,
me
when
I say.
Arsenal, when you
You
didn't
see,
tell, show me stats when you say about them.
brother, it's all
So
over the
Spurs.
internet.
So
It's
no,
all over
but
the
then
internet.
Spurs,
show me then
Spurs is
show
the
me.
most. Spurs is in the
So
most debt.
Spurs, bro, no.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
Spurs is the most. Spurs is the most indebted club in the league. You never
Brother,
know.
me want know when Arsenal never have no money.
Voila, no. Let me tell you. Tottenham Hotspurs has the most debt in the English Premier League. You know, right now, and
Because
it's
of the stadium.
as a result of the stadium
leave
that they
them
built.
alone,
Tottenham
brother.
Hotspurs have the best training facility in the country. They have the best stadium in England right now. The best training facility right now. But they are something them indebted.
I mean, in
Tottenham
debt, brother.
Hotspurs are up think they are £1 billion in debt. I'm not mistaken. The difference between Tottenham Hotspur and Manchester United is that Tottenham Hotspur is servicing their debt easier and they're paying off their debt at a lower rate versus a Manchester United who is piling on debt on top of debt. But I was saying to you, Laneza, when they built the stadium, first of all, I think the Ibery, because there are two things about it. The stadium, the Emirates Stadium was built different than Ivory because they wanted for security reasons. They had to build the stands a little bit further away from the field so that ambulances could get in. In Ivory, the stands was in the field. Basically, when you
On top
score a
of
I
it.
goal,
I
people are jump
I little
right in
feel
that
in a
spot.
brother.
Same like Craven Cottage.
Yeah,
Ah,
Brother,
and I
man.
think the
me
type
The
of
fans them
atmosphere.
literally on top of the players them.
Me the hate watch much Emirates, but Highbury. Cause when you watch much Highbury, come like the camera angle is so low.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah.
Ivory
You
though,
know?
but Ivory for you would have been similar to like Anfield for Liverpool because of where the seatings are, like the cup stand. The cup stand is right in the people them goal. So when you're kicking to the cup is right in the opponent's goal, basically. So you see all of them things there, it's just like as Wenger said. They built a stadium, but they couldn't take their soul with them to Emirates. And I think even that whole atmosphere wasn't recreated at the Emirates because the fans are much further away from them. And there's the whole logistics. The seats are much more inclined and not necessarily as. So there's a lot of logistical things that they're saying that they didn't connect with the crowd as much as they connect. For example, Chelsea right now on Stamford Bridge. If we were to move from Stamford Bridge, it might pose
But
a difficulty.
we don't need a stadium in a face.
We need a stadium, but I'm saying to you that the Stamford Bridge type of setting allows for us to it's like a feed off the crowd more because of the
Yeah.
distance in which the crowd
I
is.
think
Crowd and
I think Yeah, cause I think they probably even something the stadium, West Ham Stadium, where them get. Remember them they want to move back to for them old stadium and after them give them the Olympic stadium, you know.
Yeah, because the Olympic Stadium is a multi-purpose stadium. So the Olympic Stadium, I see, football players in these things they don't like to play further too far
Further away from the fans.
from the fans. So it's like the Olympic Stadium, there's a track around it. So it's like you have probably artificial seating and probably put in and stuff. So
Yeah.
they're further away from the fans. You understand, coach? So that kind of connection that you have with the fans. When a man when a man score for Liverpool, I write in the fans them there. When a man
Yeah, but see, you see our stadium, our stadium of a chuck in a brother, they have a velodrome in a brother. go like they're a mile away from the match man them there. No. They realize that the connection that you they out here too.
Oh,
But we need that you know, brother. We need a stadium, brother, where we then near to the play,
yeah,
brother.
because we need a football
Never go a stadium,
stadium.
brother, and look over there. If I wonder who that have the ball, who that.
Remember, you know, brother, them claim to say them are going to take out the velodrome, you know, so at least we're going to get a little bit closer to it now. So
A long time I hear that still, no, but
why them take out the velodrome?
Because
again, man.
Brother.
Brother, that outdated and antiquated, you know, brother. Them not even use those type of tracks anymore in cycling.
I love a new stadium, yeah.
But I think the problem with we don't have a football stadium.
Yeah,
and when we play, I want to play against those other countries. Them have football stadium can play against.
Yeah.
When you're going at them country, them so that's why I tell you we struggle against them Honduras and them team there, because we are playing so close to the fans, coach. As you reach at the start, when you click with the ball, sure.
When you watch Honduras game, when you watch Honduras game, you see that big long fence, man, them have, cause them know them for them fans stay. Them short fence, no man can jump them fence there. That long hell of a fence, man, out in a year.
Remember the season when I think a couple seasons ago when Neymar them I think Baklava Neymar at PSG, Marseille fans them.
Yeah. This man I said we don't need a new stadium. Brother, new stadium.
Gentlemen, we have reached a 2-hour mark, you know.
Already?
And yeah, man, that's
right.
Funny time move quick, man.
Right, dance done.
Yeah, man, we are unplug a microphone and everything, you know. Light I got turn off now. So big up on yourself. I give each channel 30 seconds. If a man must do it 30 seconds, we are gonna mute the phone, the mic, and call up on the next one. So starting with who that up at that. Burp. Go ahead.
Why am I have to start first? Why? I don't really have much to say about all team have the just dying for October come for watch my JPL match then. Yeah, that's it.
Alright, big up. See.
Burp na easy. Yo, I just think that the league is going to be a fascinating one this season with all of the intricacies in terms of the World Cup coming up, Champions League being more compact, Europa League, all of these fascinating things, and we are starting to see some top coaches being emerged in the Patrick Vieiras and the Artetas and those stuff. So we just look forward to a good league, and we look forward to see which one of them two teams now go have no W or now go have no points in them column or now go have no.
All right.
Tomorrow, Chelsea.
Your time, Ezra.
Yeah, man. We just say, well, sticking to the EPL. Interested how the games are going. I think we're not sitting. Well, I just City alone to me. A player as all we'd have probably predicted before the preseason is that some teams just a drop of a form, not impressed, or some teams just are impressed too much. So impressed more than I would expect still. So good for see. I enjoy the game. Them tomorrow 3 big match. Expect Chelsea to win. Hopefully West Ham can come back and win. I don't know about that Man City game against Newcastle. I just feel say them got. We would be surprised if Newcastle take a point from them. Okay. But let's see how it go. Arsenal are lead still, so would mind City drop a point. This is still.
All right, big up on yourself. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I hear Rob Smith is saying that because I not drink the roots. No, man, you what? The people that requested the show, the watch back time on the show them now go on so well, you know, when they want to watch back the show. So, under different circumstances, when the football start back and really get going, the World Cup campaign, then we can probably delve into the discussion a little bit deeper. But for now, we just keep it to 2 hours for the purpose of the watch back. All right? So bless up on yourself. Thanks for tuning in. This is the night 1 of the Weekend TripleTreat. Of course. No, this is night 2. How am I there? I know. Today we
talk about Friday today from early.
Yeah, the match we did supposed to play today. That's why.
But coach, why are they prediction for the match tomorrow? That's week and fast. Well, I guess tomorrow.
My prediction?
Yeah.
All right. My prediction for the match tomorrow. Brighton are gonna beat 2-1.
Brighton.
2-1. No, yeah, Brighton are gonna beat West Ham 2-1. City are gonna beat Newcastle 4-0. And Liverpool are gonna beat Manchester United 2-0.
Coach,
Leeds and Chelsea. Leeds and Chelsea. Man, you play Monday, you know. Leeds and Chelsea are play tomorrow.
Chelsea are gonna win too. How much did they say? 3-0? I think 3-0 did say. You know? Yeah, man. I don't quite remember. But big up on yourself, people.
Yeah, man. Big up.
People, broke the panel tonight. He might go like him now have no sense in it. So in the comment section and he might go on like say, he not go to school and then send them the door for the rope. Yeah?
Coach, just one thing
people.
before go.
Yeah.
FFP has sanctioned by you some of the PSG is sanctioned by UEFA over FFP breach for Lionel Messi and Kylian Mbappe wages.
Yeah, I think we see something like that pop up, you know. But we can discuss that tomorrow.
Another time, man. Yeah.
Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.